Okay, this is a lesson supplemental for Welcome to the Jungle, which I teach to my private students sometimes. So basically, there was beginners that wanted to learn the songs. So we're gonna do the rhythm part, basically, of the song, and it's mostly pretty close to the actual recording. Some of the rhythms are basic. We kind of just simplify them. But otherwise, I think it's pretty straight ahead. So, beginning of the song, you have 4 bars with Slash doing his delay guitar, and then we have power chords coming in. So we have B5 on the 7th fret, 6th string, whole note, and then an A5, 3, 4, G5 on the 3rd fret, E open, back to the B on 7, A on 5. Now the second time we go through, we go up to the high E, 7, no G chord, 7th fret, and then we have a D for half note on the 5th fret, 5th string, and A. And then we're going to chug on a B for 2 bars. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Alright, so after the B, we have the main riff of the song, which is on an A power chord. He plays it 4 times before the verse. So we have 3 downstrokes on an A5, open. And then we have a down, up, up. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. And then the last 3 notes are G, F sharp, and E. 3, 2, and 0. So we're going 1. Down, 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 up, down. Okay? That's the way we're playing it. Alright? He goes to the verse. He plays that 4 times also in the verse. Then he switches up to the E chord on the 7th fret, power chord. So now we're going to go E, 1, 2, same rhythm, same strum. And then we have D on 5, C sharp on 4, and B on 2, all power chords. Okay? That's a little bit tricky to get moving in speed. So he does that 4 times. Now the next section is the tough part, I think, sometimes for people learning it. You have to think ahead. When you're playing that E, the last time you got to get to the C chord. Right? So when you're playing the E, remember to get that C chord. A lot of people come late there or forget. It's just... Sorry. Alright? To the D. Then the ending riff of the verse or chorus, you can call it. 2 E's on 7 on the 5th string. A D. All downstrokes. Then I have a down up on the 6th string B flat. 6th fret. 5, 3, 0. And I'm going 3rd finger, 1st finger, 2nd finger on the B flat, and then 2nd finger on the A. That's how I'm fingering it. Now he plays that 3 times, and on the 4th time he slows it down and changes it up a little bit. 1 E, 1 D, 1 B flat, A, 5, the G is 3, and then he goes 4. So he goes chromatic approach to the A. Okay? So the last time, and it goes right back to the verse. So the riff 3 times and then the ending part. Back to a second verse. A part 4 times, the E part 4 times, get to the C, D. Okay? Now after the second verse, he doesn't play the riff. Oh, actually, excuse me. He plays the riff 3 times. Now, instead of that 4th time, instead of slowing it down, he plays a B5 power chord. There's 4 of them and then 2 A5s. Alright, so the second ending of the verse, second verse. Alright? So that brings us into the first guitar solo. So here we're just going to play a basic rhythm on E. We're going to do down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Okay? So it goes like... So you play that 8 times for 8 bars. Now if you see, I'm muting on my upstrokes to get my upstroke. So I have an upstroke, and when I come back down, I'm muting with the side of my hand. All right, so you can get the clean sound. That's without muting, so it kind of gets muddled. You don't get the definition there. So we want to cut the upstrokes short. Okay? So you do that 8 times. You go back to verse 3. A section, E section. You got the C, the D chord again. Then you have your E riff again. Alright? Same idea now. He does the same thing as the first time. Now he's going to D. Okay? So on the bridge, now we have just a D and a G chord. So we're going to do D to G 3 times. Whole notes. You start singing here, I think. One more D. Then you go to power chords. So G on the 3rd fret, 1 and 2 and 3, and on 4 is an F5. 3 times. And then the A. Alright, you can chug on the A for 1 bar. I think the transcription had a G at the end of 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Alright. The next is a tricky part. So before the second guitar solo, there's like this little interlude for 4 bars. He only plays this thing once during the song, but it's a cool kind of bluesy rhythm guitar part. So basic version, we're gonna play two strings, the middle 2 strings, 4th string and 3rd string. So if we play 5th fret and 6th fret, and I want to slide it. 1 and 2, so it's off of 1, and then that is 9 on both strings, offbeat, right? And then I'm going to do it again, and then go up to 12 for the second half. So 1, do it again, okay? So, as you slide, keep your pressure down. Keep the strings, keep pressing the string. Okay? So that only happens once right before the guitar solo. That's the basic version of that. So we go to the second guitar solo. So after that part, now I'm going to C5 on the 4th fret. And I'm going to play it on the 2nd fret here, I think, for the E and the B. So I have C sharp 5, and then E5 on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then to B on the 2nd fret on the 5th string. 3 times. And then an E chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp 5. Then go to a B chord and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, E. 3, 4, 1. Alright. And then the bass comes with a line that we're going to do it. So we have C sharp to E to B 3 times. Right? Then we have E to B, and then F sharp. And then we hold the B and the E to get out of that second guitar solo. So at the end of the second guitar solo, you have the bass player right. I teach you with a rhythm. So 2/7, 2 7s, and then 3 6s. So 2 7s, 2 6s, and that's a 5. Da 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 da. So 3 5s. So down, 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 up, up, down. And then I'm doing C sharp 4 3 2 just as 8th note. The bass player plays it like 4 times. The guitar player might play it like the last 2 times. And then he moves it up 3 frets and plays the same thing. I'm trying to keep the fingerings 3 2 1 3 2 1. Alright, it's a quick switch to get to the 7th fret there. So the second half is 10 9 8 and 7 6 5. Okay? So it's 4 times starting on the 7th fret if you start with the bass player, and then the 10th fret is 6 times. Alright? So he does that 6 times, and then he has power chords going to get back into the chorus. So we have F sharp 2, F on 1, F sharp again on 2 to G. So it's 2 1 2 3. All right, and then I'm going to move that up to the 5th fret and do the same pattern. 5 4 5 6. So only quarter notes. So if I go from the last section, the last riff section twice. Then he goes to C5, and they're even. Now he kind of tags it here, so he takes the last section and repeats it. So he plays that section 3 times with the E riff only twice. So that's 3 times, and on the 4th time he plays C, then we're going to end it, right? Then he has E, D5, so 7 to 5, to the 6, B flat, 5 for A, 3 for G, E again, and then A, G, E. So the very end, so the very end, so E, D, B flat, G, he goes all the way down to E, right? That, and then A, G, E. So, again, trying to get from the E to the A5, coming back is a little quick. And then the last chord is what people call the Hendrix chord. It's a 7 sharp 9 chord. So you can play the bottom string open, that works. You have 7th fret on the 5th string, 6th fret on the 4th, 7th fret on the 3rd, and 8th on the 2nd. So we have a little diagonal going across in the middle of the guitar there. Alright, you just have to wait for the singer to get to say that last I think it was there. So that's it. So go back over the video, split it apart, just learn it by sections and see if you can get through it together with the song. They recorded it down a half step, so I usually supply the students with a transposed audio MP3 that I get through. I do it through Amazing Slowdowner. So any questions, you can email me at guitarhelper@guitarhelper.net. And that's it. I'll have a link for a PDF also.